wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D Rose Report. SmackDown's Cody Rhodes is going to be appearing at Iowa State Fair, Des Moines, Iowa, Saturday, August 21st from 2 to 4 p.m. Please make a note of it. Several several WWE divas will be appearing in an upcoming issue of Muscle Fitness magazine. Ready for that. Travel packages, by the way, for WrestleMania 27 at Atlanta, Georgia will go on sale July 12th. Save up the big-time Coke bottle money for that. The return of Triple H and Undertaker have been brought up this week, with WWE featuring the two on the official SummerSlam promotional poster material. Triple H is currently scheduled to face Sheamus at the pay-per-view. Little spoilers there, I guess. And WWE is hoping that Undertaker will be back in time for SummerSlam. It's not 100% yet. As noted before, a casket match between Taker and Kane has been discussed for SummerSlam. Now, you know, the only way WWE is going to be able to get NXT, all 7 or 8 of them, however many you want to say, under control. The only way they're going to be able to train them, get them under. We're going to have Triple H do it. And will Triple H have to bring back Shawn Michaels with him to get them under control? We'll see. A deal hasn't been reached between Batista and Strikeforce yet, but Strikeforce CEO Scott Coker confirmed interest in a fight, bringing up the idea of Batista versus Bobby Lashley. Batista was asked about Lashley as a potential opponent and said he would do it, but he wants a few fights to build to Lashley. Coker thinks that if he can get Lashley versus Batista on the CBS with a good semi-main event, they can do big ratings. That'd probably be pretty good. Of course, nobody too much in MMA is going to know who they two are, but, well, maybe Lashley. But anyway, Batista is training and has hired a wrestling coach, boxing coach, and a jiu-jitsu coach. Lashley's trying to recover from a knee injury to put him out of the fight back in June, and it's said that Lashley's injury isn't healing as quickly as he would like to have it heal. Of course, that's always the thing. All right, got a little breaking news. I think about 2 days ago I was telling you what WWE said about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the injuries that he got from the beatdown. Well, WWE Hall of Famer Ricky the Dragon Steamboat suffered a brain aneurysm on Wednesday night, 2 days after that, in Tampa, and was hospitalized. It's been confirmed from the people at WWE, and it's not a part of the Nexus angle or the attack on Monday. Steamboat was in intensive care, but last word, he's in stable condition, but Steamboat's expected to be hospitalized for some time, and the situation seems to be described as very serious. Of course, you got bleeding on the brain, and that could be, a lot of that could be permanent. However, Steamboat was banged up from the angle at Raw when WWE went to their website on Wednesday, and they made a storyline posting that Steamboat suffered cracked ribs and neck injury, internal injuries. In real life, though, Steamboat did suffer a legitimate neck injury and a severe head pain from the Nexus attack. However, the aneurysm believed not to be related to the Raw angle, and it's been reported that the angiogram revealed bleeding in Ricky's brain. Now we need to check on Vince to see if there's anything at all in Vince's brain. They get a little bit too raw. I mean, Vince took a lot of heavy blows too. Don't know whether there was any kind of injuries after his deal though. Due to Steamboat's condition, WWE has pulled the attack from their YouTube channel, and they also removed previous storyline about his injuries. WWE, in the statement on their website, said the following: according to medical officials, the condition was most likely not related to his performance on Monday night, and Ricky's medical prognosis is good to excellent. And this is nice. TNA President Dixie Carter wrote on the following on her Twitter yesterday: the best wishes to Ricky Steamboat for a full and speedy recovery. Now, if that was Flair, Vince probably wouldn't say a thing, because he don't want to mention Flair in the midst of us, because we would think about it. You don't want that. Below is an updated card for TNA's Victory Road pay-per-view coming out of last night's Impact. TNA's World Heavyweight title got to versus Jeff Hardy versus Mr. Anderson versus Rob Van Dam. TNA World Tag Titles up for grabs, and Motor City Machine Gun versus Beer Money. Haven't we seen that over and over and over? I swear we have. Ultimate X for the TNA X Division titles. Brian Kendrick's taking on Douglas Williams. He's not Doug Williams anymore. He's changed his name to Douglas. Anyway, win by either submission or grabbing the X. TNA Knockout's going to be Angelita Love versus Madison Rain. Steel Cage match, Hernandez versus Matt Morgan. Could be a snoozer. Pope takes on Kurt Angle. Jay Lethal takes on Ric Flair. Alright, WWE star Primo will be using his real name, Eddie Colon, at an upcoming WWC anniversary show in Puerto Rico. Advertised for the July 9th events is Ray Gonzalez taking on Primo taking on Shelton Benjamin and Orlando Colon. Tommy Dreamer is going to be there versus Black Pain ODB taking on Daisy Hayes. And Tony Atlas versus Hiram Tua. July 10th shows Primo versus Shelton Benjamin. Gonzalez taking on Orlando Colon. Dreamer taking on Black Pain. ODB taking on Hayes. Steve Corino taking on Idol Stevens. Idol Stevens, my fault. And they're taking on the Los Eros. Big show of the weekend is July 11th. As Gonzalez versus Scott Steiner with Judas Medias as referee. Remember him from a long time ago. I think he got injured in WWE too. They let him go. Mickey James taking on ODB. Benjamin taking on Dreamer. Carlitos. It says not Carlito, but Carlitos versus Orlando Colon for the Carlitos Puerto Rican title. JB taking on Chicano and versus Idol Stevens and Abad. Yep. Anyway, there goes that again. WWE Superstar Carlito's also been announced for the July 11th show too. Hang on a second. I'm back. Hey, several personalities are trying to get the shows on Oprah's new channel, the TV channel, including Diamond Dallas Page, Dr. Melissa Grill Peterson, formerly a Nitro Girl Spice. Remember her? Marty Funk, that's the wife of Dory Funk Jr., and Bonnie Hastings Blood, which is the ex-wife of Hall of Famer Ricky Steamboat. Not sure what their program's going to be, but it'll be about. Anyway, Lance Storm, he's working out with a production company in Canada to film a reality-type docudrama on the Storms' Wrestling Academy. The show, tentatively titled World of Hurt, will focus on aspiring wrestlers and former students of Lance's school. The show should feature 6 men and 4 women from Canada, the UK, France, Kosovo, and Australia. And it's scheduled to air, I guess, in early 2010 on a national Canadian network TV. So I'm telling you that so you know what you're missing. And one of the reasons TNA chose Daytona Beach, Florida for Bound for Glory pay-per-view this year, because it's easier to travel back and forth from Orlando the next day for the Impact tapings, so it makes it easier for the fans to come from a long distance to stay for Impact. Thinking ahead. I better get off here, about out of time. Thanks for clicking. I gotta go.